Good morning students. Welcome to our second video. EVS first lesson number 3, the earth and its living world. Let us see the atmosphere. The envelope of air around the earth is called the atmosphere. Envelope of the air means what? Our earth is surrounded by the layers of air. As we go higher from the surface of the earth, the air in the atmosphere becomes rarer, means it is thinner and thinner. The air consists of mixture of gases, namely nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor and carbon dioxide. There are some other gases too in the air in very small quantities. The layer of the atmosphere are named as troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. See the figure alongside. Here the Earth's atmosphere shown. That is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. The layer that extends from the Earth's surface to a height of about 13 km is called troposphere. The condition in the troposphere change continuously. Condition means which kind of condition? The weather condition in the troposphere change continuously. They affect the living world to great extent. The surface of the earth gets heated due to the heat it receives from the sun. Hence, the air nearest the surface is the hottest. As we go higher in the troposphere, it becomes cooler. Almost all the water vapor in the atmosphere is contained in the troposphere. That is why all weather related phenomena such as formation of clouds, rain, fog, winds and storms takes place in the troposphere. The air on high mountain is rarer than the air near the earth surface. Aeroplanes fly in the higher parts of the troposphere. There the air is very rare. Therefore, arrangements have to be made to ensure that passengers get enough air for breathing. Beyond the troposphere, up to a height of about 50 km from the earth is the layer of the stratosphere. There is a layer of a gas called ozone. Ultraviolet rays coming from the sun are harmful for living things. But the ozone layer absorbs them and protect the living world from those rays. Above that, stratosphere, mesosphere occur. This is the coldest layer of the atmosphere. Meteors or rock fragments which hit the earth from outer space burn up in this layer. Next sphere is ionosphere. The function of ionosphere is it helps in transmission of radio waves. Exosphere, the uppermost layer of the atmosphere is called exosphere, and these uppermost layer of atmosphere that merges into a space. Use your brain power. In which layer of the atmosphere do we see the rainbow? We see the all weather related phenomena in troposphere. So, we see the rainbow in which layer? In which sphere? troposphere. Mountaineers carry oxygen in cylinder when they climb mountains that are more than 5,000 meter high. What could be the reason for that? As we climb up the height, the air at the top becomes rare. At the height of 5,000 meter or more, the air is very rare. The oxygen may be limited here. Therefore, the mountaineers carry oxygen in cylinder when they climb mountains that are more than 5,000 meter high. See, in this lesson, new word is coming. Which one? Condensation. The meaning of condensation is the process of vapor turning into water on cooling. Let us learn about the water cycle and how rain is formed. We know that the surface of water get heated up due to the sun rays. Water on the earth evaporates continuously due to the heat of the sun. Water that has percolated into the soil. Percolated means what? Collected into the soil also evaporates due to the heat and enters the atmosphere. As water vapor is lighter than air, it rises high up into the atmosphere. As it goes higher, it cools and condenses. Condenses means what? The process of vapor turning into water on cooling, forming very fine droplets of water. The droplets are so small and light that they float in the atmosphere, forming clouds. These small droplets join together and form bigger drops which are heavy. They cannot float. Such a drop of water fall down on the earth in the form of rain. So that is how we get rain on our earth. This rainwater flows into rills, streams, river and finally into the sea. Ice in the snow-covered region also melts due to the heat of the sun. So finally flow into rivers. These processes of evaporation, condensation and rainfall go on in a continuous cycle. This is known as water cycle in nature. These processes of evaporation, condensation and rainfall go on in a continuous cycle. This is known as the water cycle. See the picture of water cycle. Now let us see the biosphere. There are innumerable kinds of living things on the earth. Innumerable means what? Countless. The various regions of the earth differ in many ways. Some regions are always covered with ice, while others have a hot climate. There are mountains in some places and plains in other places. Some places have lot of rainfall, while others are dry desert. There are salty seas and oceans and also freshwater lakes. The ocean is shallow near the coast but away from the coastline. The ocean can be several kilometers deep. We see a great variety in the living things that inhabit these different regions. The polar bear is seen only in snowbound polar regions. Zebras are found in Africa and kangaroos are found only in Australia. These animals are not found in other regions. Means what? That polar bear not found in hot region and that zebras and kangaroos not found in cold region. Elephants and lions are found in region of hot climate. Plants in all these different regions also show a great variety. It means that a particular region will find only those plants. This variety is characteristic of those different regions. Many different kinds of plants, animals and microorganisms are found everywhere on the earth, on land, in water and in the air. Different kinds of plants, animals and microorganisms are found everywhere on the earth, that is on land, water and in the air. Living things exist in the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. They also interact with these spheres. These living world constitute the biosphere.